What do Rita Mae Brown, Newton, and Ludwig have in common? Rita Mae Brown, a writer, had one of her characters once say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting success. Or in my case, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, etc. So my channel hasn't been doing very well numbers wise, and it makes sense. I was graduating, I took a break from YouTube, and then I came back and was looking for something easy to upload. But I've always said that statistics and numbers don't really matter for me. However, I suddenly started noticing that this became a lame excuse to just do nothing about my video quality at all. I didn't improve my videos, I just uploaded GeoGuessr every single week, and I was like, you know what, this is easy to make, my channel will do just fine. The thing is, it's very frustrating when you're creative to have this creative power within you. That's really what it feels like. And to not use it. So, how do we solve this? My first solution was to upload more GeoGuessr. Yeah, that's what I did. I started uploading daily shorts. And before I talk about why this was a bad idea, it was also a fantastic idea. In 4 months, I got 140,000 views, which is insane for my channel. So after taking a break and after sitting down and thinking, maybe I should do some introspection about my YouTube channel, I noticed that the views dropped completely. Even after uploading a short every single day, my views are now back to 30 a day, 25 a day, maybe 40 at best. So the shorts had no effect whatsoever on the long run. When I was younger and I used to watch YouTube, consistency was the key to making it big. And when I was looking at YouTubers like PewDiePie, Smosh, I thought to myself, this is the way to make it big. As long as I just keep outputting any kind of video, eventually the algorithm will pick me up and think, oh my god, this TRESS channel is so amazing. Everyone should see it. Everyone should see GeoGuessr episode 22. Unedited. Anyway, circling back to doing the same thing over and over again is insanity. How do we flip that? And so the difficulty with this is that it opens up so much possibility that it's paralyzing, and you run into things like perfectionism or getting out of your comfort zone. There's so much out there, you don't even know where to start, and you also have no experience with all of the other options that are not doing the same thing all over again. In my case, uploading gaming videos, GeoGuessr videos, or tutorials. The thing is, however, when I do make that switch, at least I can look at the mirror and I can say to myself, man, at least I'm trying, at least I'm doing this. And in that sense, the creative voice within me is finally satisfied, which is the most important thing you can do. Be yourself. The funny thing is that I'm now listing this as some kind of advice video, where it's really me just venting the process I've been going through in the last few days, trying to figure out how to make this channel grow. But I had a second quote, because at the start I also mentioned Ludwig and Newton. This quote has been attributed to a lot of people. If you see me looking very far, it's because I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. You can also use it on YouTube. I can actually see the people that I look up to doing YouTube and take inspiration from it. Now, for those of you that haven't seen it, Streamer University is an event that was organized mainly to bring together Twitch streamers on a school setting. There were also classes, because it's a school, right? So Ludwig gave one of the classes, and he was actually a great professor, because he really tried to give something valuable. I've been watching his videos mainly on how to make good content and his tips for YouTube. And this really inspired me to go, okay, you know what? I really have to change it up, because if I truly want my channel to grow, then why am I not doing something about it? It's time to answer our big question about creativity and consistency. What do these three people have in common? Well, first of all, Rita Mae Brown is a writer, and so it makes sense that she has some inspiring advice about creativity. And it is that doing the same thing over and over again is insanity. While Newton definitely sticks out from this list for being a groundbreaking scientist describing the laws of gravity, among others, Newton was actually a very creative person who was able to see the connection between various fields to get to a certain solution. Like many other scientists, he understood that his work was not just simply his work in isolation, but it was made possible by all the other people that came before him. Now, from such a big figure, we're going into a big figure within a niche. Ludwig is actually a very well-known streamer who has some interesting information that I can learn from. And so in that way, I am standing on the shoulders of, among him, many others within the creative field. All in all, I wanted to show you guys an antidote to the scary thing that is stepping away from consistency to improve your content. And now, by no means do we have to abandon consistency. In fact, I think it's a very good driver for good content to become excellent and successful. But by no means should it be used in isolation, the thing you already have repeated over and over again. If you improve on your craft and you can be consistent with that, I think you could be an unstoppable creator. And that is what this video was about. So thank you for watching. Hope you liked this video. If you did, then please leave me a like. Please subscribe to the channel as well. You would really help me achieve my goals on YouTube. I'm also curious to hear what you have to say about this topic, because I put a lot of thought into this. So it would be interesting to hear your feedback or your opinions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!